became one of my favorite films I think that I've ever seen. As soon as it was over, I wanted to watch it again. I still want to watch it again. I might go watch it after I do this review. Mitchell's vs. the Machines just dropped on Netflix, and it's really good. Before we get into the video, if you guys enjoy it, consider subscribing. We're really close to 100. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Don't subscribe if you don't like me, because I make all the videos and I'm in all of them. So, fair warning. This is one of the best animated films I've seen in a long time. It felt like I was watching The Incredibles, except none of them have any powers, and everything in this film goes horribly wrong all of the time. Like, as badly as it could possibly go. I loved every second. It is so well done. The animation, which deserves a shout out on its own, is this like interesting cell shaded at times, but also 3D. It almost, you know what it is? It almost looks like a somewhat of a take on what they did with Into the Spider-Verse, where they created, Sony Animation. They created that animation style for that film. And then this felt like a slight departure from it, but in its own unique category. And I really like that. Some of the sets seemed like they were just drawn and put in the background and looked really, really good playing off of the 3D character models. The animation in this film really deserves a shout out. It was so, so good. But that is not the only thing that makes this movie special. The writing in this film, so sharp, so well developed. All of the characters are fantastic. The plot is ridiculous. The fact that this plot is about this tech-pocalypse, tech computer overlords trying to enslave humanity or get rid of humanity, whatever. It's amazing that a premise that insane has almost nothing to do with what the actual film is about, which is fantastic. You just have to love that they picked such a ridiculous plot to actually help the real story move forward. Very, very smart decision, and so well done. Not only does the writing make sense, everything that they mentioned in this film in the beginning comes back to matter in the end, but this is one of the funniest movies that I have ever seen. And I know comedy is subjective, but I'm just gonna say, if you didn't like this movie, there's a chance that you have a horrible sense of humor and you're dead on the inside. I'm not saying that that's how it is. Just saying that there's a chance. You know, not to give anything away here, but there's a scene in a mall with a Furby that is, I was howling laughter. I don't know if my neighbors already hated me. They might already hate me anyway. But oh my gosh, one of the funniest scenes I have watched in any film in a very long time. So good. So much of this movie is just, as you're watching it, you're just like, this is so good. Kind of like Spider-Verse. Like when you're watching Spider-Verse and you're like, wow, this is going to win an Oscar. And then it does. And you're like, yeah, I know. I saw it and it was phenomenal. I mean, really what this film is getting down to is a relationship between a family, more so between the father and the daughter, but a relationship between a family and how they can all come together as they've started to drift apart while the kids have grown up. And they picked a crazy inciting incident with the apocalypse happening. Gosh, does it work as a phenomenal backdrop for the real story of this film. I mean, from the comedy to the emotional beats, not gonna lie, there's a couple moments where I got a little emotional, all right? There's like a wooden moose. You'll see it, you'll see. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that. Mitchell's vs. the Machines became one of my favorite films I think that I've ever seen. As soon as it was over, I wanted to watch it again. I still want to watch it again. I might go watch it after I do this review. It is a film that is 100% worth watching on Netflix. Go see it. Support this movie. It 100% deserves all of the praise that it's already gotten. And wow, am I glad I decided to watch it.